Today I'm going to be teaching you basics of finger spins and how to get your finger spin back using a helix bind, which looks like this. Just like that.
One more thing to mention before we get into it. I forgot to mention it during the tutorial, but there are different ways to catch the yo-yo when you're doing finger spins. One way is to catch it like this. You kind of hook your finger and you get it into the yo-yo like this. Okay, that's how I like to do it, and in most of the clips you'll see me doing that. Another way to do it is to hold your finger out like this. And that's how a lot of the pros do it. Either way is totally okay, up to you. Also, it does help to have a little bit of a nail. It's not necessary, but if you've got it, I guess it can help because it reduces friction with the yo-yo. The other thing I want to mention is the type of yo-yo. You can use something like a Skyva, will really help you because it has the finger spin space in there. Or something like a C3 Move, which I reviewed as well. Or like my favorite, the Big Bang. You don't need something like that to finger spin, but it does help. And technically you can finger spin with anything, literally. So anyway, let's get back to the tutorial.
Okay, so we're going to start with our first basic finger spin here. You're going to throw the yo-yo down to your right, if you're right-handed, at about a 45-degree angle, and you can let the yo-yo UFO at the bottom of the string just a little bit. I feel like it kills the spin if you let it go too long, but you want it to be nearly horizontal when you pop the yo-yo up, and you're going to catch it on your finger like so. And here I'm using a Skyva, so it's pretty easy to lock the yo-yo into place, which really helps when you're learning finger spins. And here I'm getting ready to catch the yo-yo, so you notice I'm pinching the string with my right hand. I feel like that gives you a little bit of more control when you're throwing the string, and you're going to literally whip the string into the gap of the yo-yo. Now aim a little bit above the gap, because if you aim too low, it's going to catch on your finger, and that's no good. And your hand gets very close to the yo-yo, as you can see here. Then you're going to pull your right hand back and make sure you catch the yo-yo with your hand facing the other way of normal, so you can catch it properly and it's ready to throw again. Okay, so we're ready for our next finger spin here. You're actually throwing the opposite direction now, but still at that 45-degree angle. And this time we're going to have to learn a new bind, because the whip that we used before is not going to work because the yo-yo is spinning in the opposite direction this time. So you're going to notice here, I'm bringing the yo-yo up, and I'm going to be bringing it a little bit closer to my body, as you can see here, because what we need to do now is actually throw the string over our left shoulder. You want to get it all the way up on your shoulder, or it doesn't really take, the string can drop. And then you see I'm bringing the yo-yo kind of close to myself, and I'm literally threading the string from the right to the left around the bearing and giving it a little yank, and it comes right back. Okay, so now we're just adding in the helix bind element into the first whip that we learned. So you're literally just throwing the string into the gap as you were before. And as soon as you feel the bind begin to take, you're going to raise your throw hand above the yo-yo, and it will cause the string to tornado like this. Now this is causing the string to get extremely tight, so you'll need to loosen it later, as well as the string is rubbing on the yo-yo, so it's causing the yo-yo to slow down a lot. So basically you just need to be aware of how much spin you have left, bring your hands together, and that's it. Okay, so all we're doing here is adding the helix bind into that cross body throw that we did before. You're throwing the string over your shoulder, feeding the string through the gap of the yo-yo, and immediately after you do that, you're going to see we raise our hand above the yo-yo, and it causes that tornado effect immediately. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching today. Thanks for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you'd like to see more of these in the future, let me know, and stay tuned. See you later.